Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Mark Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. Back at y'all with some more boxing talk. We got some things that have transpired in the sport of boxing that we need to talk about. Specifically, Conor Benn getting the dog shit slapped out of him by Chris Eubank Jr. Man, we're gonna talk about whether this is well deserved or not. Then we're gonna actually get into who you have winning this fight. Moving on, we also have Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach. It is officially fight week for the two, and we're gonna speak about the stylistic matchup and how we believe the fight is gonna go. And then of course we're gonna get into some open boxing topics or shit, even some regular boxing regular topics. Whatever y'all want to touch on, man, it is what it is, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. We got 8 people in the building. If we could get 8 likes, that'd be very much appreciated. Let me check the audio to make sure everything's correct before I step. Let me make sure my audio is correct before I step. All right, everything is Gucci, man. What's going on? What's going on? Forever dedicated. He said, give him a map, Mark. Slap the fire out of him. Oh, yeah, that was without a doubt. And it was one of them Jones where the nigga slapped him and then followed through with the motherfucker like, and he mugged him with the shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't one of those little bitch slaps. No, that nigga said, here, and then take that. Nigga, fuck you talking about? That nigga Conor Benn was sick. You know what I mean? Because he used to just talking crazy to niggas and no consequences coming behind it. You know what I mean? He got the dog shit slapped out of him, bro. That was a nice little piece of humble pie right there. Shout out to Chris Eubank. Chris OY says the truth with an egg is crazy though. That was you could tell that was premeditated. The nigga had a pocket full of eggs. That nigga was ready for war. You know what I'm saying? But that was done because when Conor Benn failed that performance, he failed that drug test. They were saying that the reason why he had pop positives because he ate too many eggs. Some bullshit like that. So he's like, all right, nigga. You know what I mean? You like eggs? You like eggs? All right, then, nigga, we about to find out. What the fuck this nigga Take Reps said? Yo. Nah, cuz. You got one more time to say some weird shit like that, my nigga. You got one more time to say some weird shit like that. That was super weird, cuz. We won't be doing that weird Lil Nas X shit over here. You feel me? I mean, you gotta keep them type of comments to yourself. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. John McSmith, what up? Coffee Plant, what up? Blunt Sports, what up? Agent 007. Slamito, what's going on, brother? Anonymous. Des 22 in the building, boxing with 2-4. Oh, all right, we heavy in this motherfucker today. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we definitely, we heavy in the building today, man. I'm going to let a few more of y'all get up in here, man. 16 people. Let's get 16 likes. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Ain't shit anonymous. You already know what it is, nigga. We chilling, maintaining. You feel me? You know what I mean? All right, man. Shit, we about 4 minutes into the, to the live. So fuck it, let's get into it. You feel what I'm saying? Let's talk about what transpired earlier today, man. Before I get into, the meat and potatoes of the discussion, I guess you would call it. Pause. Good press conference. Good press conference, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I always love, the drama-filled press conferences. I love the trash talk. You know what I mean? It just makes for an entertaining build-up. And obviously, they just solidified the fight between Chris Eubank and Conor Benn for the second time. The reason why this had to be made a second time was because in the first event, Conor Benn had tested positive for a performance enhancement drug by the name of like chlorophene or some shit like that. And he had been banned from the British Boxing Board of Control, which is why he had fought a few times in the U.S. and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But according to Conor Benn, Eddie Hearn, and anybody, that's associated with them, Conor Benn has been cleared since then. You feel what I'm saying? So Turkey Al-Sheikh came. I guess he seen the demand that was behind that fight. and he came and made the fight happen. You feel what I mean? Or at least, got them to both agree to a fight. I don't know exactly what the date was. Shit, the press conference was so fucking crazy that I didn't even pay attention to the fight day or anything like that. But regardless, you know what I mean? They're gonna be fighting, from what I understand. Uh, from what I understand, it's gonna be at a catch weight. There's a rehydration clause and stuff like that. And you know what I mean? That's pretty much expected when you got a fighter that's coming up. It happens to be the A side apparently, and Conor Benn, and him being a significantly smaller fighter. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to give Chris Eubank too many advantages. And my whole thing is, you know what I mean? And I heard Conor Benn mention this. He was like, "Oh man, you could have fought Hamza Shiraz, you could have fought Janabek, but you chose to fight a welterweight, or you chose to fight a welterweight." And it's like, Conor, you kind of leaving yourself open for the counter, from a verbal standpoint, because you could have fought other champions in the division. You know what I mean? You was talking about fighting Mario Barrios. You was talking about fighting Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? You got a world champion in your stable, in your promotional stable, in Jaron Ennis, the current IBF welterweight champion of the world, and you don't even want to look in his direction. You see what I'm saying? So with that being known, it's like, bro, you could have fought a couple champions in the division. You could have fought, you could have had multiple people within your weight class that you could have fought. And instead, you said that Jaron Ennis, you know what I mean, is not really a name. Jaron Ennis isn't really a name. I'm looking at the Kell Brooks, Amir Khans, the Manny Pacquiaos. And then you act like they was on a higher pedestal than Jaron Ennis? When three out of the four guys you mentioned was retired, and the whole time you go up to fight Chris Eubank Jr., who is not even a world champion like Jaron Ennis. Like, come on, dog. Like that shit was just too easy to counter. But Chris Eubank wasn't really on that. I thought it was pretty funny that Chris Eubank wasn't allowing Eddie Hearn to talk, because on some real shit, I understand that Eddie Hearn, he's a promoter. His main objective is to talk, get people intrigued in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And just get people to, have people, attempt to tune in. His whole intention is to get people to tune into the fight. That's his main objective, so he can get the money and bring home the bacon. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel you. But you know what I mean? It do be funny to hear fighters tell promoters to shut the fuck up and shit like that. And Chris Eubank pretty much took over the whole show, and he admitted, like, yo, I want, like, we the most hated motherfuckers in the UK. I've been getting booed since 2014. All this good shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, yo, like, Conor Benn, you had the world at your hands. Like, the people loved you, and you ain't got it no more. Conor Benn was like, I got it. He was like, no, you don't. Nobody fuck with you no more since you test positive. How many eggs did you have to eat? How many eggs did you eat? And that was that was a little bit of foreshadowing right there. We didn't notice it at the moment, but that was a little bit of foreshadowing right there. He was like, all right, so how many eggs did you eat in order to test positive, man? That's just been wrecking my brain. Like, I really want to know. You know what I'm saying? And Conor Benn started talking about how his father don't like him and all this shit. Even Nigel Benn, old ass. Shout out to Nigel Benn, UK legend. You know what I mean? Came on and he spoke his words, and he even apologized to Chris Eubank, because I think at one point in time he said that he hated Chris Eubank Jr.'s father, Chris Eubank Sr. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a dope little press conference, man. A little bit of drama, some good trash talk back and forth. Conor Benn got his shit off, had some little cool little lines and shit like that. Eubank had his cool little lines, and you know what I mean? That shit ended with a bang, cuz. That shit ended with a bang. But shout out to my boy Lorenzo with the $5 super chat. He said, Conor Benn answered, what did the five figures say to the face? Shout out to my boy Lorenzo with the Dave Chappelle, Rick James reference. You feel what I'm saying? What did the five fingers say to the face? And Charlie was like, I don't know. Slap. You feel what I'm saying? That's exactly what happened. You feel what I mean? But it was a dope press conference. I ain't gonna lie to you. I watched the whole shit in its entirety, and I rarely watch press conferences in their entirety, because a lot of the time, man, that should just be routine, boring. You know what I mean? The fighters just be like, "Oh, I'm glad to be here. Thank God. Thank my team. Thank my manager. Thank Al Heyman. It's gonna be fireworks on September 16th. Yeah. This is the best camp I've ever had, man. Oh, we just found out that you just had a daughter. How does that motivate you? oh yeah, man, just having the kids just really motivates me. It's the same shit over and over and over again. So it's just like, yo, why do I even gotta bother tuning in, bro? These niggas don't talk trash. Ain't nobody pushing each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, this shit garbage. But these guys genuinely don't like each other. And what makes it even more dope is that they happen to be sons of legends who also didn't like each other. You feel what I mean? And from what I understand, I think Eubank had beat Benn. You know what I'm saying? And I want to know exactly what y'all think, man. I want to know exactly what y'all think. I've seen both of these guys fight, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I like both of their abilities. You know what I mean? I think Chris Eubank, he could rumble. Conor Benn, he a drug cheat, but he got a nice little style. He fast, explosive. But I think what stands out more than anything, in all honesty, because I think they both have solid abilities, is Chris Eubank's size advantage. You feel what I mean? And and it's obvious that me bringing this up. It's like, oh man, like that's obvious. But you could tell that it's a hell of a concern for Conor Benn and their team. You know what I mean? I think that's the main reason why Conor Benn decided to, partake in using performance enhancement drugs, because he knew that he was at a serious disadvantage against Chris Eubank. And before getting into that fight with Chris Eubank, he wanted to at least try to level the playing field in terms of size. And he admitted, I'm a welterweight. So he's acknowledging that he's smaller than Chris Eubank. You see what I'm saying? So now that he got caught, got busted with the PEDs, now he's trying to at least drain Chris Eubank as much as he can. And for what I understand, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is at 157. You feel what I mean? I believe this is at 157, and I don't remember exactly how much the rehydration clause was. I don't remember how much it was, but could somebody clarify that for me, please? Cause I didn't, bro. I was so caught up in the egg slapping shit that I wasn't even listening to the details. You said you think a 12, so a 12-pound rehydration clause. So the highest he could get is 169. Not said, no, it's at 160. Okay, so it's a middleweight contest. So it's a middleweight contest. Rehydration is 170. So the most that Eubank could put on is 10 pounds. I'm gonna have to look into that. As a matter of fact, why do I gotta look into that? Let me look at it right now. So they happen to be fighting April 26th. Let's take a look. Because shit definitely got rowdy. I need a little bit more information. So I'm going to go on Sky Sports website. Damn, that was a 40-minute press conference. I couldn't even tell because that shit was so funny back and forth. Let me see. Eddie Hearn was pissed, by the way. He was really fucking mad, saying that was a pussy move and all that shit. Like, bro, y'all, you know what's a pussy move? Like, you really want, like, he ain't, sneak Conor Benn. Conor Benn was directly in front of this man. He slapped him. That's what he chose to do. You feel what I'm saying? You know what's pussy shit? Trying to use performance enhancement drugs in order to get an advantage over another fighter. That's pussy shit if we being honest. And you know what's even more pussy shit? You being a promoter and not holding your fighters accountable for using performance enhancement drugs and instead trying to find loopholes in the system to rid them of, being banned from performance enhancement drugs. That's the type of shit that Eddie Hearn be doing. You know what I mean? Because he done had a shit ton of fighters test positive for performance enhancement drugs. And each and every time he come out and, he over here putting his cape on, defending motherfuckers as if, unless you Gerald Miller, You know what I mean? He gonna defend you and try to get you up out of that situation because at the end of the day, Eddie Hearn don't give a fuck about anybody but his pockets. You know what I mean? He don't give a fuck regardless of what he be talking about. He don't care for the integrity of the sport or anything like that. He put a lot of money into Conor Benson. When Conor Ben fucked up, he like, hold up, he ain't about to. This situation ain't about to fuck up my money. So he went on a whole tour trying to justify, Conor Ben, somehow being innocent. You know what I'm saying? Like they and they so clever with their words. You know, what people don't talk about is Conor Ben has been cleared. Okay, he's been cleared. Cleared doesn't correlate with innocence. You know what I'm saying? Like the reality of the situation is he tested positive. You know what I mean? Y'all can try to go around that all y'all want, but you know what I mean? That fight got canceled for a reason. That motherfucker definitely had a full clip of eggs, bro. He had a whole pouch in like his Gucci jacket filled with them Jones. This nigga stopped at ShopRite on his way to that nigga stopped by Acme on his way to the press conference. It was like, man, I got something for this nigga. No, I haven't used Ring Magazine's website yet. Let me actually check that out because I haven't. Bro, this shit look kind of lit though. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like how they got everything. I like how they got everything organized, from news, ranking, schedule, fighters. They even got a community and all that shit. That's dope. Let's see something. Y'all seen Joey Spencer going to fight Tim Tszyu? Man, they trying to cash Tim Tszyu out. You know what I think it is, bro? Because Joey Spencer come from money, right? He from out Michigan and shit. He don't really need boxing. It's just something that could just, you know what I mean? Level him up financially and shit like that. But he already a married man. Bro, they the type of white family that they adopted a black son. I mean, they got a black son in their family. That lets you know everything you need to know about Joey Spencer and his background. You know what I mean? He took that one loss to Jesus Ramos and was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to fight Tim Tszyu. That's going to be a tough-ass fight for Joey Spencer. It's going to be a tough one. I think people so caught up in the drama that happened at the press conference that they're not really talking about the information about the fight. I'm having trouble finding it. Okay, so it's going to take place at 160 pounds. Yeah. So, oh, wow. 160 pounds with a rehydration clause set at 170 for the same day weigh-in. Damn. He can't put on no more than 10 pounds. I mean, if 10 pounds can't help you after a weigh-in, bro, then you probably shouldn't even be in the weight class, period. But shout out to StreamYard. Yeah, I mean, he said they paid him. Yeah, he said I'm willing to take on a challenge because they paid me more. So at least Eubank is honest. You feel what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited to see the fight, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing like the build up. But I know that Conor Ben, he definitely lost a psychological battle, bro. Like so far, it seemed like Eubank got this nigga car from a psychological aspect because now Conor Ben gonna be extremely emotional, and the whole thing on his mind throughout the entire course of this camp is gonna be revenge, bro. You see what I mean? He gonna be trying to look for. He want his lick back. You know what I mean? He got embarrassed. He got the dog shit slapped out of him in front of thousands of people. So you and Conor Ben mind, he like, man, I gotta get that back. I gotta get that back. So I mean, this is something that can help him. Because there's some people that get motivated and even more focused off of, emotions or anger. And then there's people that completely fall off the grid and just completely lose sight of the game plan and shit when they get emotional. So we'll see how that works out for Conor Benn. I don't think Conor Benn ever been in a fight that he was like this invested emotionally. So we'll see. What? Southwest Dice. What you saying, homie? Was that what? He been angry since the drug test. Well, if he been angry since the drug test, uh, he shouldn't be mad at anybody but himself because he the reason why the drug test came about. So if the nigga gonna be angry at anybody, you know what I mean? He needs to be mad at himself. And you know, Eubank ain't do nothing but sign the fucking contracts and accept the challenges, even with the stupid stipulations that they putting on it. And it's like, bro, if y'all that scary where y'all scared for this nigga to put on more than 10 pounds the night of the fight, what's the point in even taking it? You know what I'm saying? Money, all right, cool. History, all right, cool. But like I said, they both could have gotten significant or even more important fights in their weight divisions. I heard that Chris Eubank turned down a fight with Hamza Shiraz. That'd have been a good fight. That'd have been a great fight, especially on that February 22nd card. You know what I'm saying? If let's say, Adames wasn't a factor. Chris Eubank and Hamza, that would have been a good fight. Chris Eubank versus Jonabek. That's a good fight. Conor Benn at 147, him versus Mario Barrios. He may very well beat Mario Barrios and become world champion. Nah. Jaron Ennis, IBF welterweight champion of the world. Even though, let me take that back because Boost probably wouldn't even look in his direction because Boost just looking for champions. But let's say, you know what I mean? Even though it's not realistic, let's say, you know what I mean? A big bag is thrown at them to fight on a Riyadh season card. That's a more significant fight than Chris Eubank. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. I guess this is the UK. This a big deal in the UK, and they're gonna sell a shit ton of tickets and make a shitload of money. So, I guess it just made more sense than everything else that was going on. Yo, Eubank Jr. is ready to start sniping motherfuckers with them eggs. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, why you brought so many eggs if you only was gonna hit the nigga with one? You know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, bro. I left that bitch with no eggs. With no eggs left in my pocket. I've been Aaron Rodgers and them Jones. Cracking niggas. I'd have been hitting security. I'd have hit Eddie Hearn with an egg, all types of shit. But Eddie Hearn the type that'll sue. So I don't know. He the type to sue. Can you sue a nigga for hitting you with an egg? Technically that is assault, right? I guess that is assault. And I seen Nigel Benn snuck from behind and put his hands around Chris Eubank Jr. neck. Oh, yeah, I'd have cracked Nigel with an egg, too. He'd have been sick. Niggas would have been mad at me. Niggas would have been covered with yolk, mad than a motherfucker. Real shot. I launched every single one of them. Fuck, I got to, and then now I'm just walking back to my crib with 5 eggs left in my pocket. Nah, nigga. Shout out to Beth Annual. He said, salute, Ben got egged up. He definitely did. That nigga was sick. And then I seen like a picture of him a photographer took. And he was like, he had like this fucking surprised ass face. Like, and then you just seen all this yolk just chilling on his fucking face, bro. Oh my God. It was the slap, though. I think that's what stood out more than anything, bro. Like, he slapped the shit out of Ben. And then, like, he followed through with the smack. So, like, kind of Ben fell off balance and all. Bro, that was a hell of a slap. That was a hell of a slap, bro. When you slap through the target, bro, that's a devastating John. That's not one of them little, you know what I'm saying, like one of them little Johns like this. No, he talking about wham, wham. That's gangster shit right there. Hella yellow on his face, yup. Yo, let me check some. This guy back on this shit. Fucking crazy. My fault, y'all. Bullshit Wi-Fi problems. Shit just completely shut off in the entire crib. We straight. Let's try to get everybody back if we can. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I forgot what the fuck we was even talking about. But I had to get StreamYard up out of here, bro. Nigga is annoying, bro. Like niggas really trying to get through something. And niggas was just want to joke around the whole time. That shit ain't funny all the time, cuz. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, but what was we even talking about? Like on some real shit. I completely forgot what we was talking about. Oh, we was talking about the slap. Yeah, man. I mean, listen, there was some gangster shit. It was some gangster shit. What can I say, man? That was a hell of a motherfucking slap. Kind of been sick as shit about it, and I think that Eubank ahead of Conor right now in terms of the psychological games. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this boxing shit is mental. If you're able to get in somebody's head and just live in that motherfucker rent free, then you know what I mean, you already don't want half the battle. You feel what I'm saying? So we're about to see exactly what Conor Benn is made of from a psychological aspect. Because to keep it real with you, bro, Conor Benn pretty much been pampered. You know what I'm saying? He been protected, coddled his entire career, just based off of the fact that he's from the son of a UK legend. You feel what I mean? And Nigel Benn. So, you know what I mean? They've been raising him as like this golden child, and you know, he could fight a little bit. So they look at when he walk in the motherfucking building, you know, Eddie Hearn and all them other, you know, higher ups, they look at him as a money sign. You feel what I'm saying? So with that being known, they're gonna do whatever they can to make sure that he's in the best situation possible. Chris Eubank ain't with that shit. You know what I mean? He could give a fuck who, you know, Nigel Benn is, or, you know what I mean, who Conor Benn came from, because he came from a legend as well. So you ain't telling him nothing new. Like I mean, y'all pretty much grew up in the same type of, you know, circumstances. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Yeah, but yeah, anonymous, I see what you're saying, cause nigga, like that shit was funny at first. You know what I mean? Seeing the little pigeon logo or duck logo, whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? And saying little jokes here and there, but like niggas be doing the most. Niggas don't be knowing when to turn it off and turn it on. Like if you're gonna be acting like a streaming service, nigga, yeah, I'm back forever. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back forever dedicated. I'm back. Had a little Wi-Fi issue. I had to go reset the modem and yeah, I mean the whole shit shut down in the whole crib. You feel me? But I had to get that shit back up because the TVs fucking stopped working and all. And I pay way too much bread for niggas to be, you know what I mean, fucking with what I got going on. You feel me? So, you know what I mean, T-Mobile about to hear my mouth about this shit. But yeah, like that shit funny, you know, sometimes, but yeah, I mean, niggas be dragging it, bro. Niggas don't be knowing when to cool out. You feel what I mean? So ain't had nothing to do with YouTube, ain't had nothing to do with the live. It was a Wi-Fi issue. Yeah, like just be a cool nigga, bro. Like for the niggas who like just try and be funny, bro, just be a cool nigga, cuz like I mean, be here what the fuck you supposed to be here for. Talk boxing, you know what I mean? Ask questions. and all that shit, bro. If niggas just coming around to goof around, nigga, you getting smacked with the wrench and getting sent upon your way. And like I said, the graveyard is real deep. The graveyard is very what I say last time is very occupied. You know what I mean? Like it has there's a lot of characters in the graveyard. You feel what I mean? Don't get sent over there unless you know what I mean. You find you have some type of thrill in that. You know what I mean? Because a lot of these trolls, they weirdos, they got a little weird fantasies. So yeah, he was trying to play me, but it is what it is. It's cool. I feel like I was getting played using StreamYard, paying $45 a month to get bullshit service. I felt like I was getting played. Nah, so apparently from the information that I've gathered, this is a 160-pound contest. The problem is Chris Eubank got a 10-pound rehydration clause. That nigga said, I'm a welterweight. Yeah, that's exactly what he said. I'm a welterweight. I mean, if you a welterweight, why you don't fight other welterweights in your division? Stupid ass nigga. Don't be doing that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? You already showed that you was a little insecure. Because he talking about, because I heard Eddie Hearn and all them talking about, oh man, stop trying to use the rehydration clause as an excuse. You agreed to it, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, y'all niggas is the ones that's insecure at the end of the day, bro. Because y'all the ones who putting rehydration clauses on motherfuckers. Y'all feel a little bit insecure about the weight. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all the ones, bro. That's the reason why he took performance enhancement drugs. Because he knew he was too fucking small and he knew he was at a disadvantage. So he did whatever he could from his insecure ass perspective to try to get some type of, you know, even playing field with Chris Eubank. Like the fuck. If you don't go around saying you a welterweight. If you don't like the fact that he bringing up the rehydration clause, don't bring up the fact that you a welterweight. Because from that, you know, based off your logic, that's an excuse. If the nigga bring up a rehydration clause, you say, "Oh, stop making excuses." All right. So when I whoop your ass, stop bringing up that you a welterweight because that's you making excuses. And Chris Eubank even mentioned it to him, like, "Yo, your last fight was at junior middleweight." He said, I fought at junior middleweight to get prepared for you. You gotta listen to the little shit that they saying. So if you getting prepared for me, that means you think of me, you know what I mean? You think of me, you know what I mean, on a certain level where you gotta prepare for me. You was just running up and down saying how Chris Eubank ass. His career is over, he's finished. Oh, he's gonna get he said rendered unconscious and all this bullshit. Bro, nigga, stop it. Pete Dobson was running through your punches. You know what I'm saying? Who was the last nigga that Conor Benn fought? Like, all these niggas be running through your punches since you pop positive, cuz you're not that big puncher that you used to be. This little young boy, annoying as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you. The nigga that came before that, what was his name? Rodolfo or Roscoe or whatever. Bro, like, all them niggas was walking through your punches. You did not have that same pop that you used to. You went from one punch knockout artist to this fucking cumulative puncher. Where the fuck that come from? Yeah, Orozco was walking through your punches and had no problems taking your punches. Pete Dobson, same shit. Now, these just might be tough, durable guys that he fought back to back that just happen to be bigger than him. But regardless of the situation, Chris Eubank is bigger than Orozco and he's bigger than fucking Pete Dobson. So his punch, you know, based off of that, it's a strong likelihood that Chris Eubank's punch resistance may be a little bit, you know, stronger than those, you know, the previous two. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, he got hurt by Liam Smith, but Liam Smith is a bigger guy than you. You might be faster, you know what I'm saying? You might be a little quicker, but Liam Smith is a bigger man than you that's probably punching a little harder than you, so he can afford to do some shit like that to Chris Eubank. That don't mean that you're gonna do that. Now, what happens in this fight, I don't know. I have no idea, bro. I feel like Chris Eubank is inconsistent in his performances. Sometimes he looks like the goods. Sometimes the nigga lay an egg. I don't know. If I had to say who had the better abilities, I kind of like Chris. I like Conor Benn's abilities more, but I don't want to give him too much credit because the motherfucker is a drug cheat and has been performing, not as well since he popped positive. Orozco did test positive after that fight. Yeah, I heard that too. But I ain't about to be playing no violin for Conor Benn. Fuck him. He tried to get away with the same shit Orozco did. You know what I'm saying? They the same nigga in my mind. Now they ain't my son. That's my girl's son. I'm a big ass crybaby crying about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't about to get no sympathy from me. Shit, nigga, you try to hurt Chris Eubank on some real shit. He lucky he ain't take the Devin Haney approach and sue your nut ass. Yeah, he be crying about nothing, bro. Like it just be the dumbest shit, and I just be like, he don't play that shit with me though. I just look at him and he be like, but with his mom, he was like crying about nothing. Like young boy weenie, cuz he must be like his father or something. I don't know. The nigga must be like his father. But let me get something to drink real quick. Y'all laughing about what I said? Yeah, his father a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So let me stop talking shit about the young boy. I got a lot of love for young boy. He a good kid. He just a little crybaby. But his dad really a bitch. No, I don't like young boy pops. He act like a straight pussy. He act like a little fucking girl. Like if I was my girl be showing me the screen, like the conversations sometimes, like when they be talking back and forth, I'm like, yo, if I didn't see the contact name, I would be thinking you was talking to your sister or something. Like the nigga, like he probably a faggot on the low. Cause one of his best friends gay. It's like, yo, how is you? This ain't no homophobic rant or nothing like that, bro. How can you as a straight man be best friends with a gay nigga? Like, how is that even possible? Like, I got friends that are gay, men and women. But like best friends, like y'all niggas, y'all like this? Like that's weird, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I could be best friends with a nigga who like man's butt. Like, I don't know if that'll ever be me. Well, I know for a fact that'll never be me. Like, you act like a bitch. Your best friend gay. Y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Y'all started off as close friends. Somehow you turned into my boyfriend. We used to tell each other everything. Now that nigga, I ain't even gonna say that. No. I was gonna say that, but that niggas probably chop it up and make it seem like I'm the one saying gay shit. That ain't me. Niggas a blade, bro. I'm trying to tell you. He is super square. Like, I don't know, bro. To me, like 95% of these niggas is bitches. Like, I don't know. That's just me, though. I think, I ain't even gonna, man, listen. A lot of niggas be intimidated by me, and I think it really be because they be acting like bitches, and when they see a nigga who act like a man walk in the room, I don't know, they be flustered. I don't know. Dust 22 said, "What's your thoughts on the Tank versus Roach fight?" He said, "Man, fuck this woman, baby dead." Talked about the fight. All right, cool. One thing that I'm gonna say, bro, like I'm gonna genuinely say, you know what type of vibes Lamont Roach is giving me, bro? Like you remember George Kambosos in the lead up to the Teofimo fight, where he was just like he fucking felt like his confidence, his aura was just so strong. Like you just get this vibe like he belonged there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like he approaching this shit like he the A side, like Conor McGregor, Jose Aldo type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just so confident and like, you know what I mean?
them just feeling like they got shit under control and that they gon' like, you know what I'm saying? Like that type vibes. Like Lamont give me that vibe, bro. Like I've seen niggas attempt to be confident with Tank and shit like that, like Rolly and Ryan. But you can see like these niggas, you know what I mean? Lamont genuinely believe in himself. Like genuinely believe in himself. Now, how is that gonna translate into the fight? I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying? But Lamont genuinely feel like there's no way Tank could beat him. Like you can see it in his body language. This nigga looking you straight in your face while he telling you this shit. Like he believe 100% of what he's saying. You feel what I'm saying? And like whenever Tank throw little shots his way, bro, he just brushes it off and like he treat Tank like he a little kid for real. Now, like I said, that don't necessarily mean he gonna beat Gervonta Davis. I think he gonna get stopped by Gervonta Davis. That's just my personal opinion, but he showed Lamont got a lot of charisma about him. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of charisma. He real macho, like you know what I mean. He a real man about shit from what I be noticing. And like you know, he be hearing the critics and all that shit. He's like, man, them niggas could suck a dick. Like, I ain't worried about nothing. Like he got this real supreme confidence about himself. So that's the mindset that gives me like Cambosis against To type mentality. You know what I'm saying? Young boy still crying. Like, what the fuck wrong with young boy, bro? You could probably hear him on the live. Yeah, bro. This not a good look, bro. Young boy acting like a stone cold weenie. She need to pop his ass. Yeah, I hate kids that cry for no reason. Like if you fall and you cry, all right, cool. Or if like whatever, you pinch your finger, all right, cool. Like, nigga, you crying for what? Thank God my son ain't like that, bro. And if he ever be like that, bro, he gonna be crying for real. Straight up. Y'all niggas really cracking the fuck up. But nah, shit, I left my phone over there. Fuck. Yeah. So, you know, I watched Lamont a little bit and shit like that. And one of the biggest things that he's been mentioning as to why, you know, he believes in himself against Tank and all this shit is because he said he a dog. He a dog. He a dog. He keeps saying that. I'm a dog. I'm a dog. Now, that's a good quality to have. You feel what I'm saying? Like you definitely need that dog in you, especially when, you know what I mean, these rounds is close and you know what I mean, you need to pull something within you in order to like really, especially when you fatigued and you know what I mean, you feel like you about to be done with it with the fight and shit like that. You gotta find something in you to push you that extra mile. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a good quality to have. And believe it or not, some of the greatest fighters of all time that we know of got dog in them. Muhammad Ali had dog in him. Floyd had dog in him. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray Leonard, dog. You feel what I mean? Marvin Hagler, we don't even got to talk. Dog. Canelo, he got dog in him. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He definitely got dog in him. I've seen it. You feel what I'm saying? Tito Trinidad, dog. Oscar De La Hoya, dog. I could go on and on. And bro, y'all niggas acting like I won't just deactivate y'all shit right now. Like right now, bro. Get y'all shit right now. Like right now. What the fuck? But I appreciate everybody that's staying patient while this shit, you know, getting with. Nah, the young boy ain't fucking with the Wi-Fi. He know better than that. I'll punch him right in his chest. You feel me? I don't even play like that. That include my son too. But yeah, let's get into some open boxing topics before this live get cut off again. I forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely call him in the morning. This shit ridiculous, bro. Like, why the fuck y'all niggas fucking with my money, cuz? Like, what is y'all niggas doing? I was talking about Lamont, Roach, and Tank. So what I was saying was I like Lamont Roach's approach. I like his confidence. Him feeling like he got to be there. You know, him feeling like he belongs there. You know what I'm saying? Not just being all grateful for the opportunity, bro. He telling niggas straight up like this nigga said he gonna drench Tank. Now, what? First of all, that need to like you gotta chill out a little bit. That's a little wild ass quote talking about you gonna drench a nigga. I might be something that Tank into for real, for real. So I don't know. I don't even know why you would say some shit like that. It's like, no, I'm just fucking with you. But nah, he's saying all the right shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, based off of what I've seen with Lamont Roach and stuff like that, I could really see Tank, you know, really running them into some shit. You feel what I mean? Um, I've seen Barry Hunter say things along the lines of, you know, this might be the most skilled fighter that Tank fought and shit like that. And that, as a trainer, that's the exact mentality you want to have. You always want to feel like the guy that your fighter is going up against is the real deal because that way it keeps you sharp mentally. Uh, it keeps you on point as a trainer to make sure your fighter is doing everything right. Now, I'm gonna look at some footage from Lamont Roach right now and give you guys like my thoughts on him. You feel what I'm saying? So Lamont definitely got some pop. He definitely got some pop. And he don't look like one of them guys that do too much moving. He look like he the type that he look like a stepper. You feel what I mean? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. And he don't got like the biggest knockout ratio neither. But like I said, Lamont Roach look like the type of person who, you know what I mean, he ain't hard to find. And I think that falls exactly in line with what Gervonta Davis likes in a fighter. You feel what I'm saying? When do you necessarily see Lamont Roach move around a lot? And if anything, he like to sit in the pocket and bang with you. So with you being in a ring with a dynamic puncher like Gervonta Davis, that may very much play in your favor. You know, to really give Gervonta Davis some type of, you know, problems, you got to get this dude some type of movement. You know what I mean? You got to have some sort of boxing ability. You got to have some, you know, solid defense about you. Like, you pretty much got to be well rounded to deal with somebody like Tank and ultimately outclass him. You know what I'm saying? Tank has shown you time and time again what type of styles, you know, shouldn't be in front of him if you're looking to come out victorious. You feel what I'm saying? I could easily see Tank punching in between one of Roach's punches and really, you know, hurting him. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I could really see that. Like, I don't really see how Lamont is going to sit in the pocket with Tank and really go blow for blow with him. I just don't see that shit happening, especially when Tank hit that switch. Lamont places some good body shots. He places some really good fucking body shots on his opponents and shit like that. So will we see Tank get hit to the body for the first time? I don't know. How often have we seen Tank get hit to the body? Because typically he's a smaller guy, so niggas don't want to really go down there, you know what I'm saying, and put themselves like in any type of danger because Tank got a hell of an uppercut. You know what I'm saying? That's not a chance they willing to take. But with Lamont being like a devastating body puncher, um, could he really reveal something about Tank? I ain't gonna lie. When you see Tank at them weigh-ins, uh, you know, when we see Tank, I've seen Eastside Cruz hit Tank to the body, but that's because he a smaller motherfucker than Gervonta Davis. You feel what I mean? Lamont is bigger than him. This is gonna be interesting. But based off what I see with Lamont Roach, um, this dude looked like he liked to plant his feet and he liked to rip shots from mid to close range. Aggressive dude, an aggressive guy that likes to sit on his punches and get guys up out of there. And you could tell he definitely got dog. He punched with bad intentions. He looked like he really tried to hurt you in there, which is a good quality. But like I said, you most vulnerable when you punching. And if you stand on the center line with Gervonta Davis, man, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's a very dangerous task. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Coffee Plant said, Hitchens said Shakur has to be almost perfect to beat Tank. Do you agree? I understand what Hitchens is talking about. It's almost like when we was watching prime Deontay Wilder back in the day, and Deontay Wilder was like, yo, you got to be perfect for 12 rounds. Only got to be perfect for 2 seconds. Like he used to say shit like that. And Gervonta Davis is that shit kind of applies to him as well. Gervonta Davis, you can see him losing a multiple rounds. You know what I'm saying? And you know he just come out of nowhere and hit the motherfucking button on one of his opponents and put him out. And you know he got his hand raised as the winner. So I see what Hitchens is talking about. You know what I'm saying? What he means is Shakur Stevenson is going to have to go throughout the entire course of 12 rounds and not get hit with a flush shot from Gervonta Davis. That's pretty much what he's saying. And that's damn near impossible in all honesty, because Gervonta Davis ain't just this regular power puncher who, you know what I mean, just be throwing big shots and, you know what I mean, just swinging blindly. Like Gervonta Davis is an intelligent boxer as well. You feel what I'm saying? He sets up his punches. He runs. He has his ways of, you know, luring people in to run them into shots. And I highly doubt Shakur Stevenson would take them kind of chances. You know, like you know, falling for the bait for Tank and, you know, walking in and getting hit with a shot. I don't see Shakur doing that at all. I see him predominantly on the back foot the entire course of that fight. But what I'm saying is, Gervonta Davis got a lot of ways about him where he's not your typical power puncher. He's also extremely intelligent. He can fight on the back foot. He can fight on the front foot. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good counter puncher. Gervonta Davis does a lot of things well in the ring. So you damn near got to be perfect, because whatever Tank brings to the table, you got to be able to adjust and neutralize it. So I see exactly what Hitchens is talking about, and that's a very high task, and is one of the biggest reasons why, in reality, if they were to fight, I may favor Gervonta Davis in the fight. Like, Gervonta's just not this dude who, you know, like Deontay Wilder, he didn't really have boxing skills. But if he caught you with that right hand, you know what I mean? If he shot that jab and then he put the right hand behind it and you happen to be on the line of that right hand, you going to sleep. But if you was able to neutralize that right hand, you might have some success. Or if you're able to absorb the shot that comes from his right hand, then you may have a shot. Like Tyson Fury, he neutralized the right hand a lot, and then when he did get hit, he was able to stand up to it. Mind you, he had to be near 300 pounds to be able to take the punch, but nonetheless, he did what he had to do. Gervonta Davis is a totally different task because, you know, he gives you that same type of fear with the punching power, but he also has the speed. He also has, you know, he also has the footwork. You know, he has the conditioning. Like Gervonta Davis is a threat all around the board. And I know this is shit that people don't really hear me say about Gervonta often, because I'm often criticizing him for his antics and how the way he be moving in the sport. But Gervonta at 135, he's especially in this, you know, this current climate of champions in the division, I think anybody that goes against him has a very difficult task in front of him. Like, beat Tank, I feel like you're gonna have to be well-rounded. Like, you're gonna have to have some punching power. You're gonna have to have some boxing ability. You gotta have good defense. You know what I mean? How to fight inside, outside. Like, you gotta have it all, because Tank is pretty well-rounded in himself. Just my personal opinion. What if he played counterpuncher role like he did Rolly? I don't really see. You know why I don't really see Tank playing the counterpuncher role? Because for one, you know what I mean? With Rolly, he was on the back foot. I highly doubt that Tank will ever be on the back foot against Shakur Stevenson. I highly doubt that. I see that as a fight where Gervonta gonna be looking for Shakur, trying to knock his fucking head off. And Shakur Stevenson, I highly doubt that he's gonna plant his feet in front of Gervonta Davis, for Gervonta Davis to slip and, you know, land a big left hand, or slip and land the uppercut like Leo Santa Cruz, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see that happening. I just see Shakur Stevenson being a mobile target, being mobile the entire course of the 12 rounds. That's what I see. You know what I mean? Throwing little shots here and there, turning them, moving. You know what I mean? I just see him mobile on his toes the whole 12 rounds. That's what I see. So I don't know if Gervonta Davis is going to be able to play counter puncher with a guy who's, on the move the whole time. I don't see Shakur playing his feet like he did with Josh Padley and just ripping away shots at Tank. That's a very dangerous game. And Shakur not really in this game to be taking risks. He said he the best at hitting and not getting hit. So what the fuck you think he going to do with Tank? Try his best to not get hit. But like Hitchens said, because of the tools that Gervonta Davis has in his arsenal, he's going to have to fight a damn near perfect fight. Can Shakur go throughout the entire course of 12 rounds without taking a flush shot from Gervonta? I don't know. Gervonta could land a good body shot while Shakur on the ropes. You know what I'm saying? Shakur could be coming in behind the jab and take slip and hit him with some hot shit. Like it's a lot. It's a lot that could happen in that ring, man. And Tank is a thinker in there. And another thing about Tank, bro, you can't do things more than once. You can't do that. You can't do the same shit over and over and over again because he's the type of guy that he picks up on what you're doing and he make you pay for your mistakes. So yeah, you damn near gotta be perfect. You damn near gotta be perfect. I agree with Hitchens right there. Don't really like Hitchens, but I agree with his assessment. He's a knowledgeable dude. He's been in the game a long time. He know what he's talking about. Des22 said, we don't see guys go to Tank's body. Why is that? Because it's a hell of a risk to shoot down there. What's one of Tank's biggest punches, y'all? Like, if y'all really know Tank, what is one of his most devastating punches in his arsenal? He punch hard with both hands. Let's not get it wrong. But when you look at his total art, what's one of the most devastating punches in his bag of tricks? It was definitely his uppercut, right? So if you're orthodox and you shoot a right hook to Gervonta Davis's body, he could easily catch that shit on the elbows and catch you with a mean ass uppercut while you down there in the line of fire. If you're another southpaw and you happen to rip a right hook to the body, you know what I mean? If Shakur, because Shakur like to throw them, he like to throw right hooks to the body, right? If he shoot a combination at Tank and Tank see that body shot coming, he could catch a shoot right down the middle, and that'd be a devastating jump. It's definitely a risk, bro. And it don't even gotta be the uppercut. You know what I'm saying? Like if you shooting that right hook to the body with your fucking left hand down, what you think Tank gonna shoot? He got a mean ass right hook too. Like it's a fucking risk, bro. And typically guys don't go to the bodies of fighters that are smaller than them. Taller fighters don't usually go down to the body. Typically. Like I know a few like Atifo Burlington. He's 6'3", 6'4". He gonna go to your body whether you 6 foot or 5'5". It don't matter. You know what I mean? There's some exceptions to the rule, but typically we don't really see taller guys go to smaller opponents' bodies. Who do you think could beat Tank at 135, 140? I don't know. That's really tough to say. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them 40s, they done moved up to 47. You know what I mean? Like, so it's tough. Like Devin moved up. Ryan moved. I mean, he already beat Ryan, so we don't need to bring him up. So fuck him. You know, Tio, he moving up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really tough to say. You know what I mean? There's really no standouts in my opinion besides Shakur Stevenson. You know what I mean? Like if I had to say anybody, I just feel like Keyshawn a little bit too inexperienced right now at a pro level for Gervonta Davis. So I'm not going to include him. But I feel like the strongest candidate is Shakur Stevenson. But that's only under the condition that he doesn't get hit. And I've seen people, you know, Shakur Stevenson's taller. He got a longer reach. And you know, all that shit sound good, bro. But people, and this is what's annoying to me. And that's how I really know that there'll be a lot of like casuals be doing these fight breakdowns. Like you having the longer reach does not necessarily mean that you have the better jab. It doesn't necessarily mean that, you know what I mean, the guy with the shorter arms is helpless. No, there's plenty of ways to neutralize somebody's jab. There's plenty of ways to close the gap against a taller fighter with a longer reach. Trust me, I had short arms my whole career when I was boxing. I've been in there with 6-footers and all types of shit, and I would out jab them. I would take their jab away. And if they had a phenomenal jab and I couldn't jab with them, I knew how to close the gap. I knew how to smother their work. I knew how to get inside and make it an inside fight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there's so many ways to go about fighting somebody with a taller reach. I mean, a taller fighter with a longer reach. It's people make it seem like just because you got the height and the reach advantage that the shorter fighters automatically fucked. It don't always work like that. Because if that was the case, fucking Mike Tyson would have been assed out his entire career. Most of these tall fighters don't even use their height. It's annoying to watch. That's a fact. Like, you look at Sebastian Fundora, one of the tallest motherfuckers in the sport of boxing. Fuck his weight class in the entire sport of boxing. And this dude want to fight inside. I got a tall fighter that like to fight on the inside, but you better believe he know how to box outside, you know what I mean, if he needs to. You know what I'm saying? So it's really like Fundora like 6'6", 6'7", bro. I seen him take a picture of Wilder. Them niggas was the same height. But to answer the initial question, like, who do I think could beat Tank at 135, 140? I don't know. That's tough to say, bro. That's tough to say. The question is, you know what I mean? I seen Leonard Ellerby, on his little, Tank mission, defending him at all costs. You know what I mean? Leonard a loyal dude. That's what he gonna do. He did the same shit with Floyd and whoever he been rocking with for real. Keep talking about how Tank's just this smaller guy. Tank's just this smaller guy. So you pretty much admitting that, you know what I mean? He ain't got no bit, he'll only go to 140 if he feels like, like it's a conditional type John. Like, you know what I mean? It got to be a for sure win for him to go to 140 because at 135, he's comfortable at 35. He's really small for 35 and all this bullshit. So I don't know. I don't even like to answer like guys that Tank will fight at 140 because in reality, they act like 140 is like too far fetched, even though he's fought there before. My favorite boxer, I told y'all, man, y'all gotta do y'all research. It's the 3 Bs, man. Benn, Benavidez, Boots. Those are my favorite boxers that's active right now. My favorite boxer of all time is Felix Tito Trinidad. My second favorite fighter of all time is James Toney. Third favorite fighter of all time is Andre Ward. I like Wilfred Benitez. It pretty much, Roy Jones. The list goes on and on and on, bro. The list goes on and on and on. But I don't watch everybody. He might retire at 135. I mean, he said he retiring at the end of this year. So, yeah, he might pretty much. Do I like Danny Garcia? Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. I wouldn't say like I'm the biggest fan of him, but he's a real good dude. He's always been, nice to me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got really nothing negative to say about Danny. I don't know what Tank walk around at. I heard Tank talking about he walk around 139 or some shit. I don't know. Yeah, I've met a lot of fighters. I haven't met all my favorite fighters. I haven't met Andre Ward. I haven't met James Toney. James Toney be staying like on the West Coast and the Midwest. He don't really come to the East Coast all like that. Oh, Shannon Briggs, Lennox. No. Let me change that. My favorite fighters of all time, Lennox Lewis is always in my top 5. One of the greatest heavyweights of all time. You know what I mean? Thierry Scott, we know that. We know that Floyd accomplished way more at 30. We know that. No, I've never met Javante. Lennox Lewis, low key top three. If you know, you know, my brother. Especially heavyweights. If you talking like Muhammad Ali, Joe Lewis, it's like it's like Joe Lewis, longest title reign in heavyweight history. Muhammad Ali, you know what I'm saying? Lennox, Larry Holmes. Like, I still be so surprised that niggas be disrespecting Larry Holmes, bro. Like, no, I've never met Crawford. I would love to meet Crawford though. I got a lot of respect for Terrence Crawford. Yeah, remember? Yeah, anonymous. You posed a great point. Remember when Tank was talking about um he had a hit list. He had a 7 fight deal. You know what I'm saying? You remember all that? Yeah, I met Boots. Bro, come on, man. From Philly. Ain't not one fighter from Philly I haven't met before. You can name any fighter from Philly, I've met him. Boots, me and Boots, like we know each other. Like we not like obviously we ain't. You look at my old videos when he was doing the virtual reality boxing with Benn. You know what I mean? I was chopping it up with Boots right there. I'm real familiar with his father. I talk more with Bozy than Boots. Yeah, Bozy is my guy. I got Bozy's number right here. He only ever a call away. Yeah, that's my. I ain't gonna put his number out there, but look, it's my guy. I'm gonna bring my fighters over there sometime soon. I want him to take a look and see what he think. Bozy tell me a lot of shit. I ain't about to get into all that. You asking a lot of questions, brother. Did I meet David Reed? I did not. I did not. Cause he doesn't live in from what I heard, I think he live out in Virginia now. I don't think he lives in Philly no more. I might be wrong, but from what I heard, David Reed. No, Bush. I think I met David Reed. But I was a young boy. I had to be like 12, 13. You said Minnesota? Oh, okay. So yeah. Meldrick Taylor, Danny Garcia, Bernard Hopkins, Boots, like Stephen Fulton, J Rock. I know all of them. Tevin Farmer. Do he give you the tips? What you mean, Pedro? Yo, Pedro, why are you doing some weird shit, cuz? I don't know what you talking about, Pedro. Like, if I ask him for advice, will he give it to me? Yeah. Raymond Ford, yeah, he sparred at my gym like 2 years ago. Because his people, he real cool with some of the people that used to go to my gym. I was watching. I ain't gonna lie though. Remember I told y'all that Boots is like the best fighter I've ever seen in the gym. Raymond Ford like top. He like he like top three for real. Coach Anthony. Nah, I beat some of his fighters in the amateurs. All that pad work don't work around here, cuz. Gotta fight, nigga. That 20 punch combination shit on the pads, that shit don't work in the ring. I beat a lot of these coaches in the amateurs, bro. I got a nice little record. Definitely more wins than losses. A lot of niggas can't say that in the amateurs as a boxing coach. Who's next out of Philly? There's this kid named Salim Bey. He gonna be a problem. Um, There's this kid, is Nair Albright's brother. His name is Isaiah Johnson. Nice. Juan Marrero, 135, power puncher from Philly, Puerto Rican bull. Josh Jones, 140. Oluwafemi Oye Liye, 154, 16-0. There's this kid. He's real young. His name is Sincere Torres. Southpaw. If he get focused and really get in his bag, bro, he's gonna be something special. Yeah, Salim Bey a fucking problem. I seen him fight at Front Street Gym one time, and I was like, bro, he don't belong here. Like, he way too gifted to be like on a small Philly show. Like, he just need to participate in nationals and Golden Gloves and shit like that. He don't need to be on no. Like, it gets to the point where some of my amateurs gonna get to that point soon. I can already tell where they gonna be too nice for local events. Like, local events is like when this is like where niggas like really build themselves up and figure out who they are as fighters and develop. And it's really like, but it gets to the point where you outgrow that and there really ain't no competition. Like, Salim is like that, and his father Dawu, real good dude. I took some. He showed me some footwork drills that he learned from like the Cuban school of boxing and shit like that, and I've used that. Very very cool dude. How long you make the training, brother? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. How long have I been training fighters? Or are you saying like how long are my training sessions? I don't know what you're asking for, bro. Yeah, Salim Bey. Yeah, he beat Marcus Luther. Yep. Yeah, yo, Oscar, you know what's going on, bro. But there's so many prospects coming up in Philly. He's not from Philly, but I'm gonna mention his name, Josephat Ortiz. Good fighter. There's a lot of fighters that train out of Philly though. That's nice. Is Bay related to the Bay family out South Philly? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know his father's name is Dawood Bay, and Salim Bay is the son. That's all I know. I don't know who he's related to. Pedro, you killing me, cuz. You killing me. I don't know what you talking about. Some pad work demons be getting sent to the promised land. Yeah, bro. Like, I never understood that. Like, the most effective pad work is when you just working on combinations that's realistic. That's why I really grew to admire Derek James from a training aspect because his pad work was so different, but it emulated a real fight. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like his whole pad work shit is just like realistic shit. Like, you know what I mean? He had motherfuckers catch the jab, shoot the jab over. You know what I mean, after they shoot the jab, he'll throw the hook to make sure they bringing their hand back. And you know what I'm saying? Like, his shit was realistic, and I adopted a lot of, things from Derrick James, especially the pad work. Like, when you watch my pad work, like, it's not like no, you know what I'm saying? You throw five punches, slip, three uppercuts, and roll up, and then we pivot around, and then we throw another five punches. Bro, that shit not realistic, cuz. Why I feel like the nigga Pedro know English, but he just mocking a nigga that speaks Spanish. That's what I feel like. I honestly feel like that. I feel like you mocking. I feel like you're impersonating a nigga that don't know English. What do I think of Tom Yankello? I don't really know much about him, brother. Like, I know he trained our teeth now, but I don't know nothing about him to speak on him. I know he from out like Pittsburgh and shit, but I don't know. I'm not Spanish. I'm Argentina. You're Argentinian? Well, that's what I meant. What I meant by when I'm referring to Spanish, I'm not referring to Spain. I'm referring to, the races, the nationalities that use Spanish as their primary language. So to be more technical, I'm talking Hispanics. And from what I understand, if you're Argentinian, you're Hispanic. So that's what I'm referring to. Yeah, I seen Nigel Benn grab Chris Eubank by the neck, rocking off of his son. I'll tell you what, if my son got slapped, you're gonna have to hold more than just my son. So Nigel he just being a father, bro. I respect that. My problem was never with Nigel. Have I ever sparred anyone out of St. Louis, or have any of your fighters? Not. I don't think so. I don't know. There be people that come to my bro. There be people that come to my gym from all different parts of the country, looking for work and shit like that. And it's so crazy how different parts of the country box totally different ways. Like, we done had these Mexican niggas from out California. They big body punchers, like fucking that. Like Tito Mercado got a brother, bro. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for this little nigga, bro. He sparred one of our guys from the gym, and he did really good. Was landing some hellacious body shots. Tito Mercado's little brother was actually bigger than Tito Mercado. Fucking nasty body puncher, bro. Sharp. Tito Mercado dad know what he doing. They sharp. You know what I mean? They was avoiding my guys. They just wanted to work with, a smaller guy from out my gym. They didn't want to work with the other guys I had. So, it is what it is. He's like, oh, you too big. But Tito Mercado's son, the Tito Mercado's brother, I'm sorry. Nasty. And I think he competed at like 155 in the amateurs, 155, 160. He nice. I'll give him that. But like we had like people from Georgia. I ain't really impressed with the Georgia scene. I ain't gonna lie to you. We had people from West Virginia, North and South Carolina, Chicago. We had some Chicago people come. They not, you know what I mean? It's just Philly's a boxing city. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? If you've never been outside of Philly, you just think that's the standard. Like, you see Philly boxing, you just be like, oh, all right. Like, I mean, this is where it's supposed to be everywhere, and it ain't. Because if you just go an hour away out in Delaware, shout out to Wilmington. Wilmington got some good fighters. So, no disrespect to them, but like, you go a little bit further up Delaware, they ass. If you go, it's like the further you go up North Jersey, they ass. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen some niggas from New York I wasn't really impressed with neither. Yeah, we've had kids from the last amateur show we had some kids come from Long Island. But what I'm trying to say is different parts of the country, they box different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like in Philly, you got a boxing gym in practically every neighborhood. Like my neighborhood, for example, I think we got 3 boxing gyms in my neighborhood alone. And the neighborhood I grew up in not even that big. It's probably more. Tioga got like 3 gyms. Well, Bozy left, so it's like 2 gyms. Harrogate, and then not too far from there used to be Philly 1-on-1 where Boots used to train at. Then you go up Frankfurt, man. There's so many different gyms. It's crazy. No, bullshit. We got 3 gyms in my neighborhood. So you got the Malik Jackson gym, you got 365 gym, and then you got Pivot. Then, bro, it's everywhere. Like, there's some cities where you got to go travel to another city to go to a boxing gym. Philly, you ain't got to worry about that. They everywhere. Dagestani's good at wrestling. Yeah. Philly, small city. Philly's actually not that small. For real, for real. Well, it depends on if you comparing it to New York or LA. You know what I'm saying? Philly is the sixth largest city in the United States. Oh, that's in terms of population. No, no, no. Sixth largest city in the United States. Philly's number five, actually. My fault. So it's New York, LA, Chicago, Houston, then Philly. So we not a small city at all. Bro, you could, if you was to drive from West Philly, if you was to drive from West Philly to fucking Northeast, like the top of West Philly to the top of Northeast, bro, that shit like an hour and some change, bro. I swear to God. That should be taking forever. New York is number one. Yeah, New York is fucking huge, bro. Shit. Bro, have you ever drove to New York and like you seen like the skyline? Bro, it's like it's hard to breathe in that motherfucker, bro. It's like overwhelming. Like, you ever been to Times Square? Used to box out Mitchell Allen. Yo, Mitchell Allen, they got some they had some hitters over there for sure. I'm familiar with them. Some people can put their country or city on though. Manny definitely changed the culture in the Philippines. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao, Manny brother Bobby Pacquiao. A lot of niggas don't know about him. He was alright. Um, of course, Nonito Donaire. They got some good shit going on over there. They trying to build up. I don't know if Manny Pacquiao's son's still boxing. They trying to build him up over here too. You flew over New York? Yeah, bro. New York is fucking huge, bro. I was just over there, I think a little less than probably like a month ago. I was over there. Yeah, it was last month. Well, we was a little bit out. We was probably like 10 minutes away from New York. We was at this mall, American Dream. Nigga, New York is Pedro. How the fuck you know? You in Argentina? How you telling niggas how big New York is? Nah, New York is the biggest city in the United States. But let's get into some boxing topics, y'all, because we lost a lot of time with that Wi-Fi bullshit. My apologies for that. And we built the audience building back up. So yeah, I mean people slowly coming back into the building. So what y'all want to talk about? It is Gervonta Davis, Lamont Roach fight week. Looking forward to Rio Venezuela, Gary Antoine Russell. I wonder how that shit gonna go, man. Like, I could really see, Gary Russell applying that pressure, you know, volume. I wonder how Rio gonna deal with that. Rio gonna get back in his boxing bag? Is he gonna try to, punch with Gary Russell? Gary Russell, he a good finisher too, man. That's a good fucking fight, bro. You think Russell stretches him? Damn. People be disrespecting. I ain't saying you, but damn, y'all playing with Rio. Rio got enough power to probably hurt Gary though. Y'all don't think so? If he punch in between Gary punches, or if he hit him with a good counter, you don't think he could hurt Gary? Rio could crack. Gary don't make much mistakes, especially versus Puello. Nigga, he lost to Puello. Then on top of that, Gary do make mistakes. He definitely make mistakes. Never knew he was a real person until I seen him in the gym. Thought Dave Chappelle made him up. Who you talking about? Who you talking about, Des? Tyrone Biggums is a real person? Huh? Was I today years old when I figured that shit out? You lying, bro? 'Cause I don't even see. I don't even see that. What the hell? Yeah, bro, we about to hit that 2,600 mark. I've been so busy, I ain't even been keeping up with the subscribers, bro. And like where I'm at right now, it's like I don't really be caring, bro. Like I ain't in competition with nobody. I don't be tripping. You feel me? We doing what we do. I thought I had white hair for a second. Hold up. I was about to say, ain't no way, baby. Yeah, my own pace. Do my own shit. Niggas know what it is. I don't give a fuck how big these niggas' platforms is. They ain't fucking with me. That's a fact. Riley's chin's exposed a lot. I see that too. I definitely see that too. I think Gary might outwork him. I don't know if he stops Ryo. If he stops Ryo, that's impressive to me. I think you're referring to, I don't think his last name Biggums though, Des. You might be referring to, hold on. His last name wasn't Biggums though. You might be referring to Tyrone Everett. Or Ty Crawley. And there's Tyrone Brunson too. You can't be talking about Tyrone Brunson, bro. There's no way. Tyrone Brunson, my guy. I hope you ain't talking about him. No, I'm not trying to come across disrespectful to Gary Antoine. You know, when he fought Puello, that was a good fucking fight when I went back and watched it. But what I was trying to say was somebody said he don't make much mistakes. He definitely make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Well, you better believe Robert Garcia gonna have a good little game plan set up for Gary. I'm excited, bro. I'm on some real shit. I'm more excited about Ryo and Gary than Tank and Roach. I ain't even gonna lie to you. And that's not even me talking shit about Tank or nothing. Because I'm gonna watch Tank too. Obviously. But, you know, I think it's a great stylistic matchup. And the fact that Ryo took Tyrone. Oh, you talking about Tyrell Biggs. Tyrell Biggs, right? Yeah, you talking about Tyrell Biggs. You got them confused, brother. Oh, wow. That's real shit. Wow. So Martin Bacoli lost his IBF eliminator spot because he no longer eligible after that KO loss. Wow. That's a bad John. That's how you know. So was it worth it? So now I'm gonna go back to that question. Was it worth it? Martin Bacoli's intentions was on fighting the top guys and fighting for a world title, all that shit. This man said he didn't want to let Turkey down. He said he had said no before on some late notice shit for Zhang. He didn't want to let Turkey down. All right, cool. So you get on a fucking plane on 24 hours notice. You don't get to Saudi Arabia till like 2 in the morning. This nigga said that he was asleep in the locker room. He said he was asleep in the locker room. Then he gets knocked out in 2 rounds by Joseph Parker. You could see it. You know what I mean? He was never the most fit, cut up nigga, but you could see it. Like he had a big ass belly, arms all fat, 315 pounds, bro. When he usually be around 280, 290. And he took that little 600,000. It ain't little, but you get what I'm saying. He took that 600,000 to get knocked out in 2 rounds, and now he's probably lost more money than he's gained because he lost his IBF title eliminator spot since he got knocked out. Bro, I was just watching an interview that Bacoli did. Hold on, I'll show y'all. Martin Bacoli, I'm not gonna show y'all the whole interview, but I'm gonna give you the exact interview. He said that. I think he did what was it? Radio Raccoon here. Which one was it? Joseph Parker admitted that Bacoli hurt him too. I knew it. I fucking knew it. What was it? Was it seconds out? Radio Raccoon here. Yeah, he be cooning. Fuck Radio Raheem. He be getting some good interviews though. Yeah, it was the interview he did with Radio Raccoon 2 days ago. It was a 26-minute interview, and I was listening to it. He said he was asleep in the locker room, bro. He laughed it off, and I'm like, that's not cool. Let you know he ain't really getting no sleep that night because he's in a fucking different time zone. He just lost his IBF spot. Now think about it. If he would have kept that IBF spot, he would have knocked off F.A. Ajagba, became the mandatory. Then he could have possibly fought Daniel Dubois for his title and got him. And who knows if he was to beat fucking Daniel Dubois, Usyk might have to see him before he walk out. Now he got to take a little detour, and by the time he probably get to his destination, Usyk probably going to be out the door. Well, Usyk said he got 2 fights left. See what I mean? Not all money, good money, yo. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. He was not prepared properly. He had a poor performance, especially in boxing. Usyk calling out niggas is crazy. You at the top of the mountain and you calling niggas out. Usually don't work like that. Usyk different, bro. Only ones I want to see get a title shot right now are Parker and Cabello. Shit, how about them fighting each other? How about them fighting each other? It's a good ass fight. Cabello versus Parker, and the winner become the mandatory through one of them sanctioning bodies to fight Usyk. Woo-wee. It's a good ass fight. But I think Parker, I don't think he need to do one more fight. I just think he deserves it, bro. I don't think Parker need to fight anybody else. I think he deserves it. I don't think he need to walk through anybody anymore. Like, why Coffee do that? He said, "Fuck Parker. He don't deserve. He not deserving of shit." Duck Prime Wilder. I mean, he definitely did. We ain't about to sit here and cat. A lot of niggas duck Prime Wilder though. The nigga who beat Joseph Parker duck Prime Wilder. AJ. Do we know AJ duck? But you know, Parker did what AJ did. What AJ wanted to do. What he said? He said, "We're just gonna freeze him out. I'm not gonna fight him until I'm in the best possible position to win." I remember AJ said that, and I was like, "What?" He said, "We'll just freeze him out. I won't be fighting him until I'm in the best possible position to win." This nigga was unified champion. They were talking about, "Oh, he's not ready for Wilder. He's not ready for Wilder. Wilder has 40 fights. He's not ready for Wilder." No, I don't want to see Joshua with Wilder. Oh my God, them UK niggas was shaking in their boots when Prime Wilder was walking around here. Oh my God, I remember I remember Wilder was supposed to commentate one of AJ fights. AJ and his team requested that Deontay Wilder don't commentate. They said Wilder was gonna step in the ring and call him out. They was against that. I'm like, yo, these niggas is the biggest turkeys ever. Like, they ain't even want to look at Wilder's direction. You know what's so crazy? That Wilder and AJ never got anywhere near each other until Turkey Al-Sheikh started getting shit popping. When they had them in the same press conference when AJ fought Wilder and fucking Wilder fought Parker. That was the first time we seen them niggas in the same room because they was avoiding him that long. Wilder used to show up to the UK and all, can't find AJ anywhere near him. Wilder back training. I guess that's good to know. Wilder's best days are behind him, man. He gonna get himself hurt, bro. And I hate to say that because I'm a huge fan of Wilder, but I gotta be honest. He gonna get himself hurt by nobody. I'm not saying this dude will upset him or something. I don't know. Who knows what's left for Wilder, cuz I just know that the Wilder that fought Zhang and the Wilder that fought Parker, that's not Wilder. So he need to go sit his ass down somewhere, in my opinion. I'm talking about he got to find his killer instinct. Bro, it's not that you're lacking the killer instinct. It's not that. Your body, you taking so much damage that your body is no longer able to operate under your brain's commands. That's what you call a shot fighter. Seen it happen over and over and over again. I remember Shane Mosley was talking about in one of his fights. He was like, my brain was telling me to jab, but my body just wasn't responding. It just wouldn't do it. Yeah, nigga. Yeah. When your brain and when you get the miles under your tank and you get older and then your your body not responding to what your brain's commanding it to do. That's what you call father time, my brother. Father time meet niggas earlier than others, but once it's there, that shit ain't going nowhere. Fury 2 and Fury 3 destroyed Wilder, but on some real shit, and they might not have taken as much out of Fury, but Fury wasn't the same after them fights neither. To be honest. I don't think Fury was the same either. Fury had more left in the tank, but he lost some of himself in that ring. Get hit by Wilder the few times he got hit by him. $175 leading the charge, in my opinion, for the division of the year. Heavyweight is close. Yeah, especially if bro, Benavidez, Morel, the two fights back to back with Bivol and Beterbiev, they might do a trilogy. David Benavidez might rumble Callum Smith, which is a good fucking fight, bro. What's up with Buatsi and Anthony Yard? Why them niggas never rumbled each other? Anybody know why? I remember they was talking about them a lot and all that shit. What happened with that fight? That was the only reason why I started to know Buatsi. Why them niggas never fought? Man, somebody gotta do something. Turkey gotta put that up. That'd be a good little John. Yeah, I remember they've been trying to build that fight up for a while, but that fight was never able to be made. Anthony Yard and Buatsi be a great fucking fight. Shit. Buatsi lost his he might as well get back in the field. West Philly tour, what up? He might as well get his ass back in the field and fight somebody. That's the thing about Turkey, though. Unless you Canelo, I ain't gonna lie. Turkey giving them that cupcake in May because he trying to look out for Bud and giving him that opportunity. You feel me? But for the most part, fucking, Turkey gonna give you a bag, but you gonna have to hop off the porch, cuz. That's all. They hype Buatsi up because he was an Olympian that could really punch, but they protected him for years. That sound like AJ. That sound like AJ. AJ fought some niggas like he rumbled, he beat Klitschko. He beat Joseph Parker. He was building up a nice little resume, Pulev and Povetkin and all that. But it was like, you willing Charles Martin, of course, and took that title from him and all that. But it's like, bro, you avoiding the one nigga. You fighting everybody except the one nigga we want to really see you rumble. Yeah, that UK recipe serious. Eddie Hearn be putting his niggas under the craziest protection programs ever. I don't know who Buatsi with, but I'm speaking about Eddie Hearn specifically. Like that shit that he did with AJ, that shit was disgusting, bro. That nigga signed Luis Ortiz just to keep him away from AJ, bro. Like you know how crazy that is. He told Luis Ortiz, yeah, bro, like you signed with me, I'll get you that AJ fight, blah blah blah. This nigga, fucking Luis Ortiz signed with Matchroom, bro. Get that nigga. What he give him? Malik Scott. What he give him? Then he fight like David Allen or some shit like that. This nigga Luis Ortiz was like, all right, I'm beating these niggas. What's up with the AJ fight? I forgot exactly what happened, but Matchroom ended up releasing him right after that. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, I remember that shit, bro. This nigga was rumbling in the UK and all. And he was like, you know what, man? Fuck AJ, bro. Then he just went and got them Wilder fights. You feel me? Yeah, Ben Shalom. Yeah. Did you see that Eddie Hearn push Ben Shalom? Like Eddie Hearn be wanting smoke, bro. Then but he won't he want smoke with other promoters though. He seen everybody rumbling. He seen them niggas tussling and shit like that. Eddie Hearn was like, I want in. Nigga push Ben, then pointed his finger at him and all this shit. And then Eddie Hearn was talking about, oh man, I asked Ben if he knew anything about what Chris Eubank was gonna do, and he said no, but I think he's a liar and all this shit. Like, nigga, stop trying to make shit about you, Eddie. Let these niggas get their shit off. Conor Benn getting hit with an egg don't got nothing to do with you, nigga. Keep fuck you. You should be happy that Eubank did that because he bringing you. He doing his job for you and promoting the fight, bitch ass nigga. Shut the fuck up. Oh, that eggshell could have damaged, scratched his eye, or might have ruined his career. Nigga, shut up, nigga. How strong is an eggshell to ruin a nigga's retina? Like, shut your goofy ass up. Yeah, Turkey had to put a bag up for them niggas to fuck with each other. Yeah, but I love how Eddie try to make that shit about himself. Really hear him push me, I'm stilling off on him. I'm gonna beat that tall nigga the fuck up. Because at that point, it's self-defense. Tripping, I'd have pieced his big ass up. Hit him right to his body, air him the fuck out. Fuck wrong with Eddie? Fuck wrong with you, Edward? Yasir Ali said, who you got, Eubank or Benn? I'm pulling for Eubank, man. I'm pulling for Eubank. Boxing with 2-4 said, Eddie ain't gonna push Oscar though. We know that. Definitely push an Oscar. Oscar, cool killer. But you know what's crazy? Oscar replaying that shit real laid back, real cool. You almost forget that nigga was an assassin. You know what I'm saying? You almost forget that nigga, like, you almost think De La Hoya soft. You almost think that he's soft, bro. Like how calm and cool he be, and like how he don't get emotional and pop off, or how he don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like he be chilling, bro. You almost forget that he was a stone cold killer. Yeah, Eddie ain't stupid. De La Hoya hit that nigga with a hook. Bing! Yeah, my boy Oscar De La Paz said, telling you what it is. He said Oscar will beat the brakes off Eddie. Yeah, that's a fact. Eddie said that he tried boxing when he was young, and they whooped his ass. So he gave that shit up. Yeah, Oscar 2-0 on Eddie. So what was it? So who was it? Was they both with Virgil? So Virgil Madrimov. What was the other one? Both had Chuck. Oh yeah, and Barbosa beat Catterall. Yeah. Forgot about that one. That shit went under the radar a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. A lot of media outlets ain't really care to talk about that. Notch said Mazuma at 154. Who will win, Canelo or De La Hoya? De La Hoya, bro. De La Hoya. His jab, the ring generalship, the movement, combinations. Oscar was very sharp. I think Canelo would have had trouble getting to De La Hoya. De La Hoya was very consistent in the ring. It would have been a good fight though. I don't think De La Hoya would have knocked Canelo out. I think Oscar would have outclassed him though. I think, in my opinion, Oscar was a more intelligent fighter than Canelo. And they ain't me hating on Canelo neither. I genuinely think De La Hoya was just on a different level. And of course, we're talking about the Oscar De La Hoya that, was at his peak. Not like the one that fought Pacquiao or nothing like that. Eubank Jr. was low key on some Mayorga shit today. Yeah, but the feminine English version. Them UK niggas, bro, they feminine like shit. Like, I remember that nigga Nigel Benn was dressed like Prince. Eubank used to talk like a girl and shit. They used to dress like so weird, bro. The European style of like dressing and shit, mad fruity, cuz Jesus Christ. Yeah, De La Hoya with Floyd Senior was a dynamic duo right there. He still De La Hoya had a lot of trainers, bro. He was a disloyal motherfucker hopping from trainer to trainer. He said Floyd Senior was the best trainer he ever had. That speaks volumes because De La Hoya was with Nacho. I think he was with Nacho Beristain, who was a phenomenal coach. Freddie Roach, great coach. You know what I mean? Like he done been around the block. You know what I'm saying? So for Floyd Senior to be at the top of that list, I love that 24/7, the HBO 24/7 era. I still, bro. I remember my son mom used to get so mad because I used to watch them John. She'd be like, "That's so old. Why you at?" Like, bitch, shut up. Like this memories, like this history, bro. Like this nostalgia right here. What the fuck is you talking about? I don't remember Dundee. I don't. I don't know all the trainers that De La Hoya work with, but I wouldn't put it past him. That smacking a nigga with an egg is definitely some Mayorga shit though. That's a fact. What's my favorite fight of all time? I like I like Tito Trinidad versus Fernando Vargas. I think that was a phenomenal fight. James Toney versus Jurov. Bro, Holyfield and Riddick Bowe was crazy. Um, what's a fight that I go to a lot? I watch a lot of Tito Trinidad fights, bro. Yeah, I'm not gonna just say one. Tito Trinidad versus Yuri Boy Compass. Uh, Alfredo Gomez versus what was it? La Porte? Who was that? Bro, it's a bunch of them, bro. Woo! Mamadou Thiam. Trinidad versus Mamadou Thiam, bro. Bro, that was a world. Yeah, that was bad, bro. Tito hit that nigga with a mean ass hook, gave him a hematoma, bro. Tito Trinidad power was different. I'm telling you. That shit that Keith Thurman had on his head. Who was it? Who he fought when he had that? I don't think it was Robert Guerrero. It was one of them niggas. It was one of them niggas. Uh, and this gonna sound crazy, but I like Demetrius Andre versus Willie Nelson. I think that was Demetrius Andre's best performance of his career. If it wasn't, it's definitely top three, bro. Um, Andre versus Selecki. I was telling everybody, bro, because Selecki fought Gabe Rosado in Philly, right? And Gabe Rosado had all these niggas there, bro. Rest in peace to my nigga Fab, bro. He passed away back when COVID was around. He was related to people who was related to Gabe Rosado. I was telling everybody and their mother, bro. I watched Selecki fight Daniel Jacobs and give Daniel Jacobs all the hell in the world. And I'm like, bro, Gabe Rosado not beating no Selecki, cuz. No way. Oh, what's the bet? Oh, what's the bet? I'm like, bro, we could bet whatever you want, nigga. Left that bitch with like $300, bro. True story. Think I bet. Think I bet like one nigga 50. The other, man, I had a bankroll on me too. So I was like, fuck it, it is what it is. I knew Gay Rosado wasn't beating no Selecki. But he hurt Selecki at the end of the fight. Had me shitting myself. Oh, like, bro, ain't no fucking way Gay Rosado coming back on some Rocky shit. But Selecki held on. He made it to the cards. And Selecki came out with the dub. Niggas was salty. The one nigga act like he wasn't trying to pay me. I was like, yeah, all right, nigga. Is Daniel Jacobs a Hall of Famer? Not in my opinion. Probably a New York State, like he probably a New York boxing Hall of Famer. You know what I mean, like in his state, because I heard he had an extensive amateur background, and of course he became world. But if we talking about like international boxing Hall of Fame, I don't think so. No disrespect to Daniel though, he was nice. I think Gabe Rosado beat Daniel Jacobs too. Ironically, Broner Garcia, that was a good fight. You talking? I think you're referring to Broner and Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia versus Dejan's Latishina. He had a lot of Watch Mikey Garcia versus Orlando Salido. That fight ended up being a technical decision. I think Orlando Salido headbutted Mikey, broke his nose. Uh, you know, Mikey Garcia versus who was it? Juanma Lopez. Man, Mikey at 126 and 130. That nigga was an animal. Animal. If you want to, man, he used to beat the shit out of them Rican niggas, bro. He used to have me salty low key. But Mikey, one of my favorite. As a matter of fact, Mikey is on my all time favorite fighters of all time list. He definitely top 10. Evander Holyfield versus Dwight Muhammad. Yeah. Ain't he from Philly? Let me see. I heard he was from Philly, or at least around here. No, I say he from Baltimore. Never mind. But his name was the Camden Buzzsaw. So Camden shit only like from my crib probably only like 10 minutes away. It sucks what happened with Ty Rank with Mikey. Yeah, yeah, but he made it. He came back and he did some great shit though. Like I said, and he learned to be a really good businessman after that. Like Mikey was getting to the bag, cause that's why he don't need to come back to boxing. And Mikey never loved boxing too. He was just good at it. And he just came from a boxing family. Um, but that's why it was so easy for him to walk away. Um, Mikey, like I said, Mikey had one of the scariest knockouts against Dejan's Lactation, and they pulled out the oxygen mask and all. Him versus Robert Easter. The John with Broner, of course. That was a good fight he had with Jesse Vargas too. I ain't gonna hold you. He had a good fight with Jesse Vargas. But Jesse was way bigger than Mikey, and Mikey just did what he did. Um, some good job. Some good Johns for sure. Matthew Saad Muhammad. Yep. You watching Tank fight next week? He fighting this week, bro. He fighting this weekend. What's another good fight before I get up out of here? Yeah, Mikey was a fucking monster, bro. 126 and 130. His punching power was crazy. He was knocking shit out. Well, Rocky Martinez, that was a good fight too. He dropped Mikey and all. Mikey looked around like, what the fuck? He couldn't believe he got dropped by Rocky. Yo, Loma did Rocky Martinez so dirty, bro. I look at that knockout sometimes and just be cracking the fuck up. Like, bro, that nigga Loma had Mikey and La La Land. Did I watch Ray Lewis? I said Ray Lewis. That's crazy. Ray Mercer versus Lennox Lewis. Yeah. There aren't many Lennox Lewis fights I haven't seen. I watched Shannon Briggs versus Ray Mercer the other day. I was like, wow. Shannon did that nigga dirty. Shannon has so much potential, bro. If he wasn't asthmatic, niggas would have really been in trouble. I love Shannon Briggs. speed, bro. His speed, his power. He was so explosive and he was nasty, bro. He was a killer too. Like, nigga, if you lacking in this first round, I'm gonna pack you the fuck up. You think Ben could be a world champion? Yeah, James Toney versus Mike McCallum. Very, very. Those one of the most like one of the best chess matches I've ever seen. Do I think Ben could be a world champion? In the current climate of 147, yeah, I think he could beat Barrios. This is me being honest. Like, I think niggas know Barrios like easy money, and that's why like Barrios like he ain't ready to jump out and cash out yet. Like he trying to hold on that belt as much as he can. Yep, that was a great fight, bro. James Toney and Mike McCallum. I think if Ben play his cards right, I think what Ben is banking on is Boots leaving the division. Then he'll be like more open to like, you know what I'm saying? But I think he's trying to avoid Boots at all costs. Cause that nigga used to talk so crazy about Boots. I remember he used to say shit about Boots, and I'm like, oh, word? Oh, this little nigga confident. Then as soon as Boots signed with Matchroom, bro, that shit just got quiet. I'm like, wow. Oh, this nigga pussy. That's what you telling me. And then when he tests positive, I'm like, oh yeah. No, Boots signed with Matchroom after he tests positive. But you know, along with him testing positive, I'm like, oh yeah, he really pussy. Yeah, I don't know where that comes from. Like Barrio start off hot and then like he like sizzle out. I don't know what that is. I don't know if that's a lack of focus or fatigue or I don't know, bro. That's weird. Norman Jr. ducking Boots as well. Norman talking about after Boots and Stan owners rumble that he won next. So that might be Boots might just really get all the belts. Or at least three of them bitches, because ain't no fucking way Norman beating Boots. I don't know why, like his daddy be trying to convince everybody listening that fucking Norman could beat Boots, bro. He tailor made for Boots. I don't even think Norman beat Stanionis, if we being honest. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love to the channel, man. I'm sorry for the interruptions that we had during this live. You feel what I'm saying? Um, there was nothing I could really do about it in all honesty, but I'm glad it didn't happen for a third time. So thank you very much for tuning in. If y'all could hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. If you could subscribe to the channel, that'd be very much appreciated. You feel what I'm saying? Share the video, of course. You know what I mean? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another great live. This is where the really knowledgeable stay. You feel what I mean? Shout out to the nation and the mob. We out of here. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful one. I'm out of here, man. Peace.